Video, you'll see a breakdown of a smaller picture of the bigger picture. So, this is to start to explain how particles react in molecular structures. Particles, participles, and structural resistances, or the structural strength of systems, structures, and solutions for rebuilding the Earth. I'm going to say, what is AS? Well, in the next video, under the next video, you'll see AS for associative services. A.C.R. angel speak. Or see ET, extraterrestrial teaching. See it, terrestrials. And we say, well, we'll start with the fifth dimensional clock is a sphere called Earth and rainforest. See? Amazon. Flip it over to the backside and we say, oh, Amazon. And then we also say creations restore. Rainforest. And you roll it up over here into the tupper, and we say, wow, don't forget the moon. See the MS? Now, the moon is a light in the darkness, making new systems, structures, and solutions. So, like new ideas. See? Now, if you pay attention, you'll find that the S3 technology, the sun for the Trinity, is Superman, or Solutions Media. The John Carter, Emergency Rescue, Education Restorations. The cart was empty, so New Mexico, they said, hey, we're going to run the cart or we're flatten it out because there's nothing in that cart, John, but we're going to help you out. Remember Jesse? Just cause education restores. You see? Just cause. The justice of the cause. Now, heat and transference of particles, see? In a controlled space with limited controls. See, LC cribs. I see limited controls because, creative licensing, and we have to have the proper media, right? And the proper media creates educational restorations. So you can't jump ahead without going back. I'll explain to you what that means in just a moment. Because Earth, okay, and we're fishing for Earth restorative systems, 5 books and a dimensional space. Okay, now let's have 5 books of the Bible. Okay, now remember RF signals. Okay, see remotes for RF signals and parental guidance are the proper structure of the media supervision. Media supervision. And the judge say you have to go see Dr. Williams, but he didn't know Joshua Williams was one of those kids that didn't make it. They gave him too many drugs. He overdosed. The doctors gave JW, Joshua Williams, too much drugs, blew in the face. He died. They left him laying there for 45 minutes before they even called the doctors. So judge say that, Mr. Kirk remember, and they go, oh. So judge made error. Not mistake or error, just error. Corrected mistakes, move along and go, oh, we're all just joshing, We didn't know about the Williams. And they say, oh, cool. So JJ, James and Judy, or Judy and I, the Julian as sons, you see? Julian, hey sons, sons of God. You see? Or the songs of God, the signs of God. You see? And Joseph's wisdom, or the Technicolor Dream Code. And you say, well, Technicolor Dream Coat, or Dream Court, or is a kangaroo court with a real fancy roux. You say, they say, well, hey, breaker 19. There's a break in the cold, like waves and peaks on the ocean. So the truckers use channel 19. They say, hey, breaker 19, we need some more supplies. I said, okay. Did you check out Windows World? We go, well, if you win and you win and you win some more, you keep on winning, okay? And diplomacy all around the world is like word scripts, see? World systems, okay? The Southwest, Northwest, Southwest, the solutions of wisdom, or the wise system, or the good wife system, or the good wise man system, or, you could say all kinds of stuff, but word scripts, WordPress, you see it? And they wonder, they say, what is that? Well, we don't want word systems press, because that's a bad wasp. We want That's why we call it WAP. See? Wise American Press System. So when you go to your cell phone, it used to be Wide Area Press. You had to get on the WAP, the correct WAP for your mobile phone to work. Now, mobile phone is like a media press. See? Pressing you in the right direction. So we go, what is that? We say, if you talk to the Army Corps of Engineers and the Air Force, well, they know a thing or two about the good old-fashioned Navy. So we even have a clothing line called Old Navy. See? To let people know, hey, when it's on, love America. Diplomacy values you. See? Hey, it's on today, man. Love America. Diplomacy values you. See? Now check it out. So you go, well, what does that mean? We say, well, you remember MC squared? Well, if you square it out, you go multimedia, okay? Education and enlightenment. You see, my education enlightens mankind. Me or M? I don't know. Is it me or M? I don't know. Is it me or M? I don't know. It's between me and God. It says, here, E equals MC squared. E equals the media corrections. You see two? See? C2? And we said, well, C3 for the Trinity. Okay? Now, if you remember that, you say, remember the 6 over the 9? Well, it said THS. It said teachers, page 69. That is for high school. Oh boy, it says, hey, we're giving you a chill pill. There's your medication. Right there. And we said, well, you got rid of the T. Dirty T, man. Messed up Mad Hatter Tea Party. And we'll say, hey, his system, like Amazon, take a grin. High school, diplomacy. Remember of wisdom. See? And you go, wait a minute, what's he talking about? Well, we said, you see the 6, you see the 9? Okay, you ready? I want you to flip it over for the memory card. And we'll go, look at the 9. We flipped it over on the, on the flip side, and it's a big E for education. And we'll go, wait a minute, what are you talking about? What's this? Well, give me some medication right now. We'll go over here, and you look at this. You see the J? We're coming down from the medication because too much drugs and not enough education. So we'll go over here, and we're pointing over, and we'll say, hey, education equals media creations. Proper education and televised visions creates. We just got you on the flip side. Hold on. So, it's the flip side. J-O-E. Joey, I wanted you to go to the mountain and talk to your grandmother. So he says, okay. Billy Kirk, like Billy the Kid. Hey, Billy, don't lose my number. Remember the kid? Joe, like a cup of coffee? I said, Joe, education? Yeah, that's C3 Trinity. All around the world, enlightening education. And we'll go, what do you mean? Well, it was not the Ocala Drive-In Theater. It was the original diplomatic system. See? Solutions diplomatically all around to deliver all around. You see? Now, that Ocala Drive-In Theater, okay, all around, discovers the system. And that system is education. Told you, win-win. Win some more. We'll not forget about John Watsky. Okay? So John Watsky, just relax, brother. We got some good stuff for you coming. Why? Because he was there for Mr. Kirk when he needed him. Anytime, no question asked. So, we remember John Watsky. All things come in God's time. God's time. Now, John Watsky not Joseph Kirk, not even over here with particles and participles. God's time. And we say that system educates. Okay? That's the theocy. See? The theocy. Well, many tears with the chili tears. And now we got the satellite educational, okay, operating diplomatic solutions. The space station, okay, is diplomatic for all of the world to see. I'm gonna go, hey, Elliot, E.T. phoned home, man. Did you see that E.T.? Go over top of that satellite system and say, hey, let me show you how that really works. And it says, well, the Southeast is talking about it. Must be something going on in that vast system. You know, the Floridian system. I'm gonna go, what's that? Well, go. The Mr. Ellis, you know, over at the courthouse, he couldn't translate everything. So they says, well, can you translate it now? He says, maybe. We had the 3 crosses, right? But inside those 3 crosses, we had this pyramid system going on. We're like, hey, what's going on with this pyramid stuff? We gotta stop that pyramid stuff. So then we made rockets and space capsules, you know, a little sign language for you. And we put that over top of the world so they could see. And then they had a golf, see, a golf and rocket system, see. So they were playing golf games, didn't understand about the rock, the truth, and the extra teaching system for extraterrestrials, or the educative truth of RNG. See? Real good system. See? Reality and God. See? And then we had a political and a creative, a government and a creative mind, which was Congress. But there is politics and corruption. So I go in and we say, you know, we had roses and guns because they forgot about God. So they put roses on the grave, roses in the grave. Now they could go back and translate that court case where Mr. Kirk walked in and told that probation officer. He said, I don't want to put roses on their graves because they're carrying guns getting stupid. So they say, oh, Mr. Kirk's threatening. He says, no, I don't want to put roses on their graves. I'm trying to get some peace and diplomacy going on. And now they go and they look at that script and they go, well, it makes sense now. Well, because of politics and corruption. Not necessarily greed and corruption on purpose, but the corruption of the mind because they couldn't understand. So we go, well, you remember, Southwest, California, and New Mexico. New Mexico said, on a big truck, they drove a truck into the rest area, and they said, stop tracking. Big white paint on the side of the truck. It was pretty funny. It said, stop tracking Cyberman. It was pretty funny. So I was like, all right. So we go over and we said, you remember Star Wars? It says C3PO. See? And it said P and C. We said C3PO. Parole officers, probation officers. C3. Calm, cool, collective. 3 for the Trinity. Calm, cool, collective. Because the sky is not the limit. And we'll go, well, see? Believing people. See? C3, people of believing politics. the believing people, we the people, see, as your constitution. Politics means governments, and governments amongst men, because we the people believe in good policies. So we go. E.T. Fantôme, man, is a trinity all around education, enlightenment, and earth. See? 3 E's. See? Espanol. Earth. See? And then we go. You remember John Wayne Ivy, because Joshua Williams. Blue in the face, let them land there. So we said, we got a John Wayne Ivy. See? JW. See? Wayne-ness. See? Keenan Wayans. Major Payne. MP. Media police, military police, you know. My people, you know. So we said John Wayne Ivy and Ivory Clean. See, Keenan Wayans, and then, you know, Ivory Clean. You see it? Ivory Clean. Not racist. It's Keenan Wayans and Ivory Clean. I see. See? And then we'll go Ivory Clean. We says, whoa. And at the beginning of summer we said, the sock move. Okay? It's always good to have a good clean pair of socks, just in case you gotta open up the board, man. We say